Hola, buenos dias. Feliz viernes. Made it through another week. Almost. So let me chat with you for a minute about homework. I sent you a message last night about homework. I sent you a message this morning about homework. So it's a new textbook. I'm kind of working out what works and what doesn't. Last night's homework just seemed complicated and confusing. It just the way it was set up, like when I looked at it on a piece of paper, it was fine. But then the way that it was presented to you, like it just was jumbled. And I don't know, it was very specific. Like when they showed you a picture, obviously you could use more than one word to describe it. So I'm not going to worry about it. All right. So if you didn't do last night's homework, don't worry about it. All right. I'm going to be more careful in what I assign. And I just need to look at it in a little more detail to make sure that it's user friendly for you. And I made the false assumption about it being easy for you to use. So don't worry about it. Now, that being said, here's the deal. Okay, because you're turning it in on the computer, it has to be perfect. And that was what my little message was about today as I was helping my first period out. If they asked for a sentence and you didn't capitalize it, wrong. If you didn't put a period, wrong. Okay. If you didn't put an accent, wrong. So what I'll do today when I assign it for later, because it is one that seems like it should be doable, is just kind of talk you through it. And you just got to make sure you're in the habit. It's a good habit anyway, obviously, of starting with the capital letter and ending with a period. But it's going to count it wrong unless you do that. So I will talk you through it once we get there. But that's kind of my little blurb on textbooks. And, I might end up using it a little bit less now that I know that it's so specific and sensitive. So don't stress about it. I'm sorry if it gave you problems last night. Okay, so what I want to do today is kind of wrap up the week with a little bit of Quizlet time to get you started here. And then we'll do kind of some talking together and practicing together. And then I'll give you some things to work on and some guidance on those things. So first off, I just wanted to start you off with a few minutes of Quizlet time. So let me remind you, the point of Quizlet is to be practicing your vocab. All right, you have a vocab list, but then you also have it all in flashcards. So what I want to do, from time to time, I've been assigning it as homework. Otherwise, I have been giving you a little bit of class time here and there. I like to do that. If you were in class, I'd have you go through your flashcards, etc. So I want to give you time to just practice with it. So as always, if you want to go to your current lesson and click on the link for Quizlet, you have some different options here. If you've been doing what you're supposed to be doing and you've gone through these multiple times and you're getting really good at them, then you can, write them out if you want to, or come down here and do a game. The matching game is what it sounds like. It's like a, okay, short, bajo, put them together. But it's kind of fun because they time you and you can compete, see how fast you can do it. So that one's okay. And then this gravity one is kind of fun too. You have to type in the word. So obviously you can pick how hard or easy you want it. You can type it in English or Spanish or random. And then you get a little vocab word comes down and you have to type it. And again, you have to be careful though, if there's an accent on it, you need to put the accent on. So like here, to swim, it probably would not accept if I just put swim. So you just have to be careful. Again, don't put cook. You probably have to put, look, to cook, or it won't be right. See, I'm just putting cook and it doesn't like that. So you just have to be real specific on there. Okay, so I would like to, like I said, give you 10 minutes. I'm gonna actually start a timer here, so you have exactly 10 minutes. I will, from time to time, give you points for doing your Quizlet. That's why I had you sign in and log in and register yourself the other day, so I can go back and look and see who spent their 10 minutes on Quizlet. So make sure you do that, right? That's the way you learn your vocab and practice your vocab, okay? So I'm not looking over your shoulder, but I'm giving you 10 minutes, and like I said, if I want to, I can go check to make sure you're doing what I asked. So please do that. All right. If there are no questions for the good of the group, then go to Quizlet. So go to my current lesson, click on the link, And I'm going to go start my timer so I don't get off time. And then if you have a question, just put it in the chat and I'll be right back. Hey, Tucker, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I just letting you know everybody's working on Quizlet for 10 minutes. So if you need the link, just go to my current lesson and click on the link so you can have 10 minutes of flashcard time, okay?
All right.
Cool. All right, so let's come back together. I'll give you a second to kind of wrap up what you're working on. And if you got your camera off, please put it back on. If you're not, if I can't see you or can't see much of you, if you would just pull down your camera a little bit, like Morgan and Kira, please. Unique. Who else can't I see? Tegan, come back. Tucker. Then we're close. Mayana, it's a little hard to see you, but I can almost see you. It's like when you finally come back to school, I'll recognize like this much of your forehead. All right. So how are we feeling about that vocab? We feeling more or less refreshed? Okay. So I will give you more details. I'm not quite sure what my first quiz is going to look like because, you know, it's hard to envision how online testing works. It'll certainly be different than it would in the classroom. In the classroom, I'd have a little Spanish to English and a little Spanish to English to Spanish and a little matching. Clearly that doesn't work when you're staring at your vocab list. So I'll have to make some modifications. So I'll keep you posted on that. But probably be a few words next week. But mostly we're going to focus on SARE and adjective agreement on your first quiz. So along those lines, let's not over talk, think about that quiz at the moment here, but let's just do a little practicing. I will give you a participation grade after class today. So if you feel like you haven't participated a ton this week, make sure you're ready to participate now. I've got some questions behind me. I'll step to the side so you can see them. All right, we have ¿Cómo eres tú? ¿De dónde eres? And ¿Cómo son tus amigos? Kind of our basic questions that we have been kind of talking about. So let's talk about what they mean. And then I want to hear some good examples. So when I ask for examples, I'm going to want you to use adjectives off of your vocab list. So make sure you have your vocab list handy because the more you use them, the more familiar with them you are. All right, so first of all, ¿Cómo eres tú? I'll take some volunteers here. Whitney, ¿Cómo eres tú? What's that mean?
It means, what are you like?
Right. So that's kind of the topic, the title of this whole review section. What are you like? All right. So somebody want to give me some possible answers, ideally using an adjective to describe yourself from your vocab list. And also thinking if you're a girl to put on a girl ending, or if you're a boy, put on the boy ending. All right. So who wants to give us? Let's get a bunch of examples. Bryson, what's one example? What could you say?
Gracioso.
Give me the whole sentence. How would you say I am? Yo
soy gracioso.
Perfecto. He says, yo soy gracioso. Let me get some more examples. Abdullah.
Yo soy atlético.
Perfecto. Yo soy atlético. Sometimes I see the word atlético with an H in it. In Spanish, it's not atlético. It's atlético. We'll put that H in there. All right. What else we got? ¿Cómo eres? ¿Cómo eres? Quentin.
Yo soy atlético.
Good. Yo soy atlético. Muy bien. Going to my other screen here. Victoria.
Yo soy baja.
Yo soy baja. Perfecto. Tegan.
Yo soy alto.
Yo soy alto. All great examples. All right. Everybody feel confident you could answer that question? See? All right, let's move on. Número dos. ¿De dónde eres? ¿De dónde eres? First of all, I need to know what it means. So what's it mean? Muta.
Where are you from?
Where are you from? Great. And somebody else want to answer that for me? Deja.
Yo soy de Indianapolis.
Muy bien. Yo soy de Indianapolis would be a great answer. All right, let's move on to número tres. ¿Cómo son tus amigos? ¿Cómo son tus amigos? What am I asking? ¿Cómo son tus amigos?
How are your friends?
Like, how are your friends? As in, what are they like? All right. Now, the only thing sometimes people do there is they tell me they're fine. Like, I don't want to know how they're feeling. I want to know, like, about them. Are they funny? Are they nice? Are they mean? Are they young? Are they old? Are they interesting? Are they boring? All right. So what would that sentence look like? You got to be careful. This one's got a lot of, got to kind of reuse these, but keep them all plural. All right. I'm looking for a hand here. Ideally of someone who hasn't gotten a point yet. ¿Cómo son tus amigos? ¿Cómo son tus amigos? Who wants it? Who wants it? All right, Charles L. That's you, Lewis. You coming? Always got to get organized. Can't hear. There he goes.
Well, you said you want my like.
I want you to answer this. So what are your friends like? So you're going to say, my friends are mis. Go from there.
My, well, I'm supposed to say in Spanish, right?
So instead of using tus, you're going to start with mis.
Mis amigos.
Use this.
Gar. Gus. Oh, I can't say that.
Charlotte, do you see it? Son. Mis amigos son. And then
Yeah.
give me an adjective.
How do I pronounce funny? I can't,
Gracioso, but you got to make it plural. Gracioso.
Graciosos.
Perfecto. Muy bien. All right, so you got to make it plural all the way through. Mis amigos son graciosos.
Mis amigos son graciosos.
Perfecto. All right, let's get some more. Somebody tell me something different. ¿Cómo son tus amigos? ¿Cómo son tus amigos? How about Kira? ¿Cómo son tus amigos?
What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, tell me what your friends are like. ¿Cómo son tus amigos?
Um,
You want to hear an example and then I'll come back to you?
yeah.
Okay, so listen up while, how about, looking for something I'm going to use on point here. How about, I don't know, how about Lamaya?
Mis amigos son altos.
Perfecto. All right, mis amigos son altos. Sounded great. Let's do another one. How about Jalen?
What are we supposed to do again?
You gotta tell me my friends are, and then tell me what they're like. You want to hear an example, and we'll come back to you?
Yeah, just come down to me.
Okay, gotta pay attention. Here comes an example from, how about, not here, not here. Tucker, you got an example?
Example for what question? Or what was it
What are
again?
your friends like? This last one?
What's it called? Bien.
I need a sentence. So start with mis
Oh.
amigos.
Mis amigos bien.
Okay, give me the verb.
Mis amigos son.
Son. Now, can you give me something? Okay, we don't want to use bien because that's like, that goes with estoy bien. So you got to give me, are you looking at your vocab list?
It's on Google Docs.
Okay, well, either get there in a minute or give me like just a different adjective. So like you could tell me they're smart, they're athletic, they're funny, they're tall.
Mis amigos son inteligente.
Perfect. Make it plural. Inteligentes. There it is. Muy bien. All right, Jalen, back to you. You got one now?
Yeah, mis amigos son gracioso.
Good. Make it plural. Graciosos, and then you're perfect. Nice job.
Graciosos.
And who else was I asking earlier? Kira, back to you.
Mis amigos son simpático.
Put an S on the end. Simpati.
Simpáticos.
Perfecto. Good. All right. Muy bien. So you've heard lots of examples. So here's what we're going to do with the remaining time that we have here. Two things. One is I'm going to have you answer these 3 questions for me and give you some points for that. Okay. And the other is then I'm going to let you take a look at your homework, but you might be able to at least start it now. So let me just talk to you real quick about both of those things, and then I'll let you go do it all. Okay. So let's see. Let me screen share with you real quick. Let me go back to my not that. Let me go back to today. Okay, so here we are. So the discussion questions, okay, everybody look so you see where they are in a minute. Okay, all right here, you're gonna go over to your bar. You have less choices here. You're gonna go to discussions and you are going to see Como eres tú, okay? You're gonna click on that and you are going to see the exact same 3 questions we just practiced. The only thing I'm asking for is I want you to use 2 adjectives to describe yourself. And I want you to use 2 different adjectives to describe your friends. Okay? And then just to reiterate, it says answer each in a complete sentence in Spanish. Use vocab words for your adjectives. And make sure, of course, they agree in number and gender. Okay? I want you to show me you can do that. All right, once you do that, I want you to turn in today. That's kind of like your classwork or your exit ticket or whatever you want to think of. Then, if you want to head to your textbook, let me just show you what your assignment looks like. And it's, I think, a little bit more simple than what you had to do last night. However, it's very detailed. So that's why I want to show it to you real quick, okay? Because I want you to get these right. So it is called Somos Así. It is the only one you need to worry about. Do not worry about that one from last night. So it looks like this. Everybody look with me so we can make sure you're off to a good start. All right, fill in the forms of ser. I think that's very straightforward, okay? So you got that part. Then let me show you another one and make sure you pay attention, all right? You have to do a little sentence. Juan is impatient. You have 10 of these or 9 of these. All right, so then they give you Isabel is smart. Here's what I'm seeing people are not doing. You have to capitalize Isabel. You have to do the verb, S, and then spell inteligente correctly and put a period. Otherwise, it will count it wrong. Okay, so you have to be super careful. Let's look at one more. So Sara y Ana, your verb would be what? Somebody unmute it. How do we say they are?
Son.
Thanks, son. Now look at this. Estudios, because they're 2 girls, what are they going to be? Estudios.
Sas.
Okay, you have to get the AS and you have to get the period. All right? So that is your job. If you have a question on something, you are welcome to stay on the Zoom. If you understand, you need to do your discussion questions and then go back to your textbook and complete that one assignment. The discussion questions are due today. The other assignment is homework, so you may start it today or you can look at it over the weekend. I think I made it due, Sunday night at midnight or something. Okay? All right, you may leave the Zoom if you know what you're doing. If you have a question, stick around. Have a great weekend. Hasta luego.